Stop. It's taking a lot of effort to be motivated right now. A lot of effort. Ugh. Okay, here we go. What are we doing today? I need titanium. Definitely need some titanium. What are you doing? Oh, okay. What's up, Mike? I saw you in the comment section, Mike. How dare you? I saw you yesterday. I was trying to work, and then because I was on the train back from Geneva, which is a 3 hour ride, and I was going through those comment sections. I was like, Mike, you too, Mike. Okay, it be your own people, man. It be your own people. Ugh. Let's see. Okay. I'm stuck on 42.3 because I need enough titanium to take another character up to past 240. Took full per but um for Dia. Okay, Superman DS. I can't get part of this, Brad. I can't get part of this. Oh, you're full pity, and then you got Superman DS. Well, he's good. He's good. He's good. What were you? I guess you were pulling under the regular banner. I guess you were pulling under the regular banner because that's the only way you would have gotten him. Yeah, it's okay. I've been there. I've done plenty of typos. I used to get mad when you do like multiple typos where you erase it, but it's still you still type it the wrong way 3 or 4 times, and I'm just like, okay, I'm done. I'm not gonna even try. Apparently, God didn't want me to send this message. What's up, Farsender? Uh, Gotta be honest. I always end up like, not always. The last week, this week has been rough. Last week was too, in terms of trying to get out of bed and dragging myself out of bed, and then I'm like, do I want to do it? And then every time I'm on, I'm happy that I start streaming. So thanks, guys. All right. Wait for DS. Oh my God, that's my fault. I saw DCU. Yeah, Deathstroke. Okay, well, congratulations on that. I don't know what was okay. See, my eyes still aren't seeing. Uh, I will admit, what has happened has kind of left me with a I don't know what to do thing in the sense of like, I'm not chasing this anymore, not necessarily on the dailies, because I'm not pulling my featured anymore. I'll go to the shop and I'll buy these. Um, and then if I ever get any more gold helmets, I'll buy the super encrypted tokens, but I'm not buying any of the shards or any of the other stuff, really. Just stacking super encrypted tokens. Um, Probably got 15, 30 minutes before going to sleep. Appointment. All right, get your rest, man. Get your rest. You can catch us on the replay. I'm 20 crystals for my pity legendary, but I'm saving that for the next one. F Peacemaker. I'm not. I'm not. Only reason I don't know, and it's another I don't know. I wonder what the next one's gonna be. We back at it. Was wasting last night on you. Well, I'm only 15 minutes late, Zay. I'm only 15 minutes late. No, yesterday I was I think I told you guys I had to go to Geneva for work. So whenever I do that, I'm walking out of the door at 7 a.m. Um, which I know doesn't sound that bad. But if you walk out the door at 7 a.m., then you can't stream at 6, which is what I'm doing now. I'm streaming at 6. So, Yeah. And then next week, another programming note, I guess. I have to be in Geneva Tuesday and potentially Thursday. So it might be only a 3 stream during the weekday. I don't know about the weekend. Saturday, maybe tomorrow. I have my daughter. No, tomorrow definitely, actually. Tomorrow definitely, because I get her tomorrow because she's swimming instead of tonight. So, programming notes. And then I get to work on the Saturday morning cartoon thing. I'm gonna work on that with my daughter and see how it goes, so we can have fun with that. I want to do like reaction videos to the. So I did the Saturday morning cartoon thing, like I was gonna try to do for us watch-alongs and stuff. And then I thought my daughter and I have been trying to make these fake YouTube videos just to spend time together. Well, for me, she's having fun, and for me, it's like it's just time with my daughter. This is awesome. We can do whatever. This is fun. She wants to play video games and make YouTube videos. I mean, Dad is lucky. So I was also thinking about I made her watch like DuckTales. I made her watch Goof Troop, and she finds them funny, and I can see where they're like lacking in terms of like animation and stuff. So I kind of want to like do YouTube videos, but just for us. We're not gonna release them of like showing her watching old school Batman, old school Gargoyles, old school SWAT Cats. We already watched all of Avatar together, so I kind of wanted to do that, and I'll do that with her. But at the same time, I can test the equipment and everything and see how it goes. And then we have to figure out the copyright thing on the back end. I did 60 and no Cena, so see, we gonna laugh at you since you laughing at us in the comment section, Mike. We're gonna laugh at you then. Had to link Max. Somebody brought up that they think that the reason why there's such a drop in revenue for DC Worlds Collide was because of how they treated the HBO Max situation, and it from different angles. People not wanting to play because they don't want to get HBO Max. Globally, people quitting because they were like, I'm not going to get a Superman DCU because I don't have HBO Max. We don't even have it as an option. I heard that some, like, there's something to that, I think. Are you feeling better after Wednesday? Yeah, no. Not better. I'm cautious. My whole thing about it, and maybe I didn't come across it in the video, and I will say this. I'm trying to fight that human instinct of there were like 4 people. Okay, there was like 5 or 6 people who disagreed, but only like 3 of them did it disrespectfully, which is like, okay, cool. The rest are like disagreeing, and that's cool. I'm glad when people disagree. Like, having differing views isn't a reason to hate a person. Politics. So like that's fine. They were respectful about it. I replied back to them. I even said like, thank you for being respectful in your disagreement. And then others, they just got ignored from the channel. But it was always with the idea of, I am concerned because I want the game to be successful. I'm not complaining because for the sake of complaining. Like, this is the kind of stuff that has led games to die, so that's why I'm saying it. And some people just took it as us. Some. 3 who were the disrespectful ones were like, well, that's just how Gacha is. And it's like, yeah, no, it's not. I even put in the video, if you watched it, that's not how Gacha is. So like the feeling better portion of it, not really, because I don't want the game to go away. And they couldn't have shown anything in the last 2 days to prove that they were going to change their ways. In fact, April brought up that they made this promise like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago with some blog saying that we hear the community complaining about no communication, so we're going to do a better job going forward, and then did nothing about it. And then did change absolutely nothing. So I don't feel better after Wednesday. Just waiting to see what happens, honestly. That's the reason I have to laugh at you, because you have been, I know, we're gonna laugh at each other. I'm gonna poke you back. When next time I get a legendary, I'm gonna poke you back. Ain't cool when it happens to you, right? Exactly. Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. Is that what it is? I'm trying my best not to give up on the game. I got 15,000 green crystals. Let's see if you mean the diamonds, yeah, for the next 2 epics. I can't believe you've had this much bad luck, Mike. I'm tempted to blame your phone. I don't even know if I can blame the game on this. I can't believe you've had this much bad luck. And it's okay to complain about some bad mechanics or something. If there is something you don't like, you have to right away say something about it. No, it's okay to complain. I don't like the channels that their focus is complaining. I try to keep good vibes over here, just because it's more fun. I don't want to take part in something that's it's even the same thing with basketball. When I get on the court now, and this, I know there's certain guys. There's like 4 or 5 guys, and I think every place has this, where all they're gonna do is complain, be jerks, whatever. I used to fight them on it, and now I'm just like, I'm gonna play on the other court. It's like, why? Because you two are gonna argue for 45 minutes during a 10-minute game. I'm not deuces. I'd rather have good time, good vibes, and I'd rather this channel be that. I don't want to turn it, and it won't. I won't turn it into like just complaining. But when there is something, I'm gonna complain about it. Nothing but potential for years to come. They just gotta hit the nail straight. That's Zay. 100%. That's all I'm saying. And the thing is bigger things like bugs and stuff. That's developer type stuff. I can't call it. That's programmers. But things like communication. If this game loses fans because they just don't tell people what's up, that's stupid. I guess that's the price I have to pay because I got Wonder Woman in my first summon. Oh well. Sup, Runes? I don't remember anyone disagreeing with you in the stream. Was there a lot of No, in the and that's what I mean. In the comment section, there were like 50 comments, and a grand total. I want to say 7, but because I'm remembering 3 dudes who were disrespectful. One of them, you can't block people from your content apparently because they say it's to reduce conflict. And I'm like, no, give me the conflict. Block that person. I won't have a conflict with them because I won't see them. Whatever. I think it's so they can keep those views. And so I have to ignore you hide the user, meaning that the person is able to still comment and see your videos, but then it doesn't show up on your video and I don't see it. So basically they're only commenting for themselves. They're the only ones who can see it. The rest of the world does not see it. Therefore, they don't know that they're being ignored. Like they don't know that nobody sees it. They may think that they're being ignored, but they don't know that nobody can see them being ignored. Not the YouTuber, not me, and not the other people. And I was like, that's kind of funny to be like they're shouting into the void. Anyway, there was like 3 people. One of them got that treatment. The other 2 just got like snarky replies. And then I want to say 2 or 3. I was just like, yeah, no, I see your point, or I disagree. And then even at the bottom, I was like, thank you for disagreeing in a respectful way. Like, because I really want to promote that. Disagree with me, but be respectful about it. But to that point, I would say 10% of people disagreed. So like the mass majority of people agreed with me. And a lot of them were already talking about not spending money anymore. I put down the game. One guy was like, I'll give it a couple more days, but I'm pretty much out. I like the Keanu Reeves quote, I'm too old to argue with folks about their opinions either way. Yes. I'm too old to argue with folks about their opinions either way. Yep, odds and ends. You be rolling. I only get legendary on pities. I haven't gotten a single legendary roll under. I think I've gotten. I want to say one. Let me look back. DCU was HBO Max, which I had to contact a friend for. Wonder Woman had to have been pity, because I got her randomly. Lex was a fusion. Peacemaker was pity. The Bride might have been pity if I wasn't paying attention, but I think The Bride is the only one I got that's non-pity. Oh, Sinestro too, maybe. I think I gotten 2 non-pity. And then, yeah, I think I got 2 non-pity. Sinestro and Bride. So, it's crazy. When I log in yesterday, they send the message about Deathstroke. I know. That's even more infuriating. It's like he's been up for like a day. How was a message sent? Even if you did it, like it's so. Even if you're not doing it a weekend ahead of time, how are you doing it a day after? Anyway, okay. All right. It's funny. No rants today. You're not getting any rants today. Was Deathstroke a pity pool? No, for me, Deathstroke was the super fun pack. I bought him in the super fun pack. Um, Regardless, I agree with you. What you were saying. Just not used to seeing you so frustrated. Also appreciate that you are open to listening to if someone does disagree. Yeah, yeah. Disagreeing. That's the way that's the best way to expand your knowledge. To me, is to disagree. Best way to learn how to fight too, or argue, fight. Um, but yeah, I don't get frustrated like that over games because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We try hard, but this is supposed to be relaxing. So getting this frustrated over something that's supposed to be relaxing seems silly to me, but so I was silly, I guess. I'm not out. I want to see if they can do something about it all, improve the pity. I'm probably riding until the wheels fall off. I don't see the wheels falling off soon. I don't know if that's wishful thinking or not, but I don't see like as much as I was upset. I don't think it's gonna be like in 6 months the game goes bye bye. I think it's gonna be like, please fix this so the game lasts for 5 years instead of like 1 or 2. What's up, Powell? Let's go ahead and finish this off. Okay. For Dr. Phosphorus randomly and no idea what to do with him. I'm kind of I need people for a bride. And I haven't really experimented with her enough to say anything about her with Constantine. What's going on, bro? To say I haven't been too motivated to play as well. Yeah, it is. I've been really on. I got back to Marvel Strike Force and Kaiju number 8. And now this is like this has been from going from my like main game. Now it's like my side game. Okay. Someone rolled Deathstroke twice in the Discord. Good luck. Good for them though. Good for them. I love that kind of RNG. I wish I had that kind of RNG. That'd be awesome. We'll need to wait for the dev team to buff creature commandos to see how they look. That's a good point. And that whole brother eye thing, I don't know when that's supposed to hit, but that's when it's supposed to be. We'll see. And actually now it also makes me wonder, does that mean that they're going to make a featured banner of the creature commandos, the epics? Are they going to run those at the same time as like Judo Master and what's his face, Vigilante? Don't argue with anime in their profile picture. They just I have anime in my profile picture, dog. Runes. I have what's his name from Bleach? I have him in my profile on Instagram. Well, my private Instagram. My on graphic Instagram has like the logo. I feel the same, Jordan. I can't give up. Yeah. It's getting kind of, yeah, but we'll see. It's just other games do have highs and lows as well. It's just that this had like a little high and now it's kind of like a little low. So let's see how it lasts. Peacemaker was the only time I got lucky and pulled 2 in the same 10. That's beyond luck, Brad. That's just stupid. 2 in the same. We're talking about pulling like 2 and 50. You're like, nah, man, I got 2 and 10. Like that's nuts. That's absolutely nuts. Increase attack always. Boop. Sure, why not? I never select this one. Who is you? I like. All right. At the rate that they are churning out DCU characters, they need to make a dedicated DCU banner. Do you think they're doing it fast? Because I felt like the release of new characters is kind of slow. It's basically, 3 in the span of a month and a half? Right? Or am I crazy? Am I expecting too much? Am I going crazy? Oh yeah, I invested a lot, pal, so I'm still here. Just reluctant to spend and be happy to do. That's the thing. I'm Jordan. I'm on that. It's one of those like I put in plenty. So look at Mike trying to get back in my good graces. I see you. I put in plenty. I'm willing to stick around and see where it goes, especially since I've created like over 100 videos on this game. So I'm willing to stick around and see what happens. but the wallet is a little bit. The purse strings have been closed a little bit to see what happens. Let's see. I didn't even check the ultimate order on this noise. Sure, sure, sure. Why not? Okay. Hello, new to the game. Is the only way to get Mr. Terrific right now through the league recruitment. Um, isn't he also in the weekly recruitment? I want to say. Let me get out of Elseworld real quick, Mike. Thanks for joining, Michael. Let me get out of the Elseworld real quick. Let me finish this. I want to say he's also in weekly recruitment. I feel like I pulled him there. Wait, what? What? This one. Isn't he? I have to check. The holidays are coming up. I hope they're not stingy with the events. They will have plenty of deals, I'm sure. It depends. Oh, and they do have a new event. I did want to do the digital universe. Oh, somebody else died. Whatever. You give us on this stuff like they promised buffs, roadmap, and other things. I'll be again with the diamond secure. I'm gonna wait. I mean, they do all that stuff again for our center. I'll be like, okay, good move, good step forward. I think I put this in the comment section of a video where it's like the plot of every '90s kids movie where they have a baseball game or a basketball game and the father doesn't show up because he has a meeting because he's a businessman with a lot of important business and business meetings that last from like 11 a.m. until 10 p.m. Which seemed to be the plot of like half the movies in the 90s. Some little white kid with a baseball cap on backwards and sandy blonde hair upset because his dad didn't show up to his baseball game. So the dad comes up next time and promises that he'll be at the next one. And then when he doesn't show up at the next one, you know what I mean? He brings him a toy and it's like, sorry, kid, you know how it is. And doesn't show up at the next game. I feel like that kind of promise is happening right now where it's like, y'all said y'all sorry for not showing up to my, and they haven't even said sorry yet. You said you're sorry, but well, no, they did. They put it in a blog where they apologized for poor communication. You say you're sorry and everything. I hear you, but I'm going to wait to see if you show up at my next baseball game. And you got to show up to more than one. You got to show up to like 2 or 3 for me to believe like you've changed. I wonder if there will be a Clayface DCU. Was he announced for the who's it? For the next Batman movie? Shorty with the hoodie is nice, thinking of ranking her up. Oh, Pandora, she's really good. And I heard that she's very in-game viable. So I've been working on her a little bit. When I put her up against Zatanna in terms of heals in certain situations, she was keeping pace. She destroys herself, but she keeps pace with like giving out as many heals as Zatanna. It's just that she's hurting herself when she does it. Well, there are 9 total if you include the rest of the Peacemaker characters, and I presume they will have more next year. True. It actually might be smart marketing for them to make a DCU only banner. That might just be smarter for them to get things going. That's a good point, Spike. You're probably right. By the way, I'm kind of wanting to buy ET rather than Set in the Peacemaker shop to prepare for Judo Master. I was gonna disagree with you, Runes, until you said about the Judo Master thing. That's a damn good point. I'm still gonna go with the super encrypted tokens, but I see the math. I see where you're going with it. I'd rather get the super encrypted tokens because that leads to legendaries and at minimum elites. But once they've sold out in that shop, encrypted tokens. That's a good point. I didn't think about the whole Judo Master coming up, and he's the one who carries their team synergy anyway. He gets his own horror movie. Oh, that's right. I heard about that. I just listened to which Batman book was that? The one that happens between Batman, the one in 1989, and Batman Returns from 1992. There's a book, that's out, and I listened to the audiobook of it, and they're releasing another book. I think it's like Batman Resurrection. Um, and it had Clayface in it. It was actually really good. I liked it a lot. That would be awesome. That horror movie, the Clayface horror movie, would be awesome. And then Superman 2. Yeah, but I think Supergirl's coming out before Superman 2. Superman 2 is 3 years away, right? 3, 4 years away. The game that I'm hooked on is Power Rangers Legacy Wars. Really? Mike? I don't want to judge based off the name. You took me right back to being 13 years old and being like, you watch Power Rangers? Like, I want to know. Huh. Maybe that's good. Clayface is going to be a standalone horror movie. Too soon to say if it will be tangentially connected to the Batman Brave and Bold or another project. I mean, the way they're building it, did you see Man of Tomorrow was announced by Gunn? I saw like an article or a headline. I didn't see it. I've been playing Legacy Wars. Because I feel like the Batman... What, is Batman Brave and the Bold the name of the second Batman movie? Or are you talking about Batman Brave and the Bold like the cartoon? Alright, so I said I would go check the Mother Box for weekly recruitments for Mr. Terrific. No, he is not in there. I could have sworn he was in there before they put him in league recruitment. Because I want to say I pulled him, but I could be going crazy. He's not in there. So I guess they're only in league recruitment. Okay. I ain't know. I thought for sure. In the epic recruitment, we're just waiting on Judo Master and then this. Okay. I had no idea. Unlike J Spike, Clayface will likely be tied to Pattinson Batman, and they don't connect that. I heard something along the lines of, though, Smooth Operator, that now the James Gunn DCU is good. They're trying to integrate Batman into it, which is scary given how they did that last time with Superman integrating into like the whole DCEU. But I heard that might be a thing. Supergirl's gonna be on HBO Max after the Dark Limited series. Okay, there's so much stuff going on. I gotta read some articles, I guess. It's a fighting game, and yes, I love Power Rangers. I'm not throwing shade. Okay, I'm gonna throw a little shade, but just because it's you, ain't no shade. I miss Tommy Store deals. Did you buy those? Tommy Store. I guess it's for a different game that you guys are talking about. All right, if I remember correctly, the schedule for next year, as of right now, is Lanterns, the show that comes out end of this year, right? Winter this year. Supergirl, from what you're telling me, is going to be a TV series or an HBO Max movie only. Clayface, a horror movie, possibly Creature Commando season 2. I thought Creature Commando season 2 was like confirmed already. Okay. No, I'm not doing this. Okay, so next. And now I have Epic 3 pieces up in here. I bought one and it was useless. I should have never bought it. Oh, I should have never bought it. Oh, I wanted titanium. That's what I was looking for. Let's see if I have anything that lets me... Well, we'll do this real fast just to get out of the way. Don't act like I should be excited about Captain Cole. Let's go. Okay. That right there. Oh, I'm almost there, actually. A couple more moves and I can make that happen. Okay. I see you. What's next? Okay, then I can do this over in a War World for some more titanium. I have one, done 2. Let me do 3 more battles. Okay. Wow, that's a lot that just happened. All right. At least as of now, Legacy Wars. I was playing Power Rangers Legacy Wars. Okay. So you guys are talking about the same game. Got it. Sorry, my bad. No, Clayface has confirmed a DCU project. James Gunn has repeatedly reiterated this. It was no connection to Pattinson Batman movies, which are separate from the DCU. Oh no, I hear that part of it, and maybe they're just like speculation articles of people who just want it to be the truth. But I heard that they're trying to find a way to get Pattinson Batman to be part of DCU, especially after the Clayface announcement. Because let's be real, Riddler as the first villain in the Batman movie, that was a little bit off the beaten path anyway. Had especially with the way they did it. I need to watch the Pattinson Batman movie again too. That was a good movie. The worst part about that was the fact that Zoe Kravitz and Robert Pattinson have like no chemistry. It's like somebody asked him to kiss his sister. Farsinder had crystals only for one pull. Got 2 shards of him. Right now I'm running Zordon insane. Am I gonna have to start playing Power Rangers Legacy Wars? Is that what's up? So I can understand what you guys are talking about. So we'll have more than one Batman. I thought Gunn was trying to get away from that in favor of that's what I'm saying. I read articles about that, and honestly, all of this is speculation right now. Anyway, like the most reliable things, like Spike said, are like the confirmation of like the wait, no Clayface is confirmed a DCU project. Yeah, okay, I have to go back and read through. Because I'm trying to remember what article I saw where they were talking about that. And to be fair, I read like the headlines and stuff because a lot of times those articles are 2 sentences of new information and then a page and a half of all the same stuff we already know. Like it just feels clickbaity where it's like, this gives you good news about the James Gunn DCU. And then you click on this, like this is literally stuff that's happened. This is all the same stuff, and now you're trying to turn the camera angle this way so that it looks different. It's not different. Tell me when that man announces something. Tell me when he says words. Don't tell me based on a scene in the background you saw a coffee mug that had Twilight on it, so now you think that Robert Pattinson's going to be part of it. Stop it. Stop it. Not everything is an Easter egg. Not everything is a Taylor Swift album. Sometimes things are just straight up. They tell you. They give you announcements. There's press releases. So we'll have more than that movie was ass, and I'm a Batman fan. I like the Pattinson Batman. Okay, we're not finna do this. Mike, you got more than me. I didn't get anything. Okay, y'all are still talking about the Power Rangers. All right, there should be a comma after that. No. So I was saying that Clayface is a DCU. That's what I'm saying. Is a DCU project. Yeah, and that's what I meant by like, okay, he is a DCU project. He is one of those villains that if you're a Batman fan and you hear a horror movie Clayface, you're like, that could be good. If you're a comic book fan, even you're like, that could be really, really good. You got a shape-shifting dude that his true form is like this muddy. That's a good. Even if it was outside the realm of Batman, if they just took Clayface and named him like Mudman and made a movie about that with the right director, that could be scary as hell, right? I don't even like horror movies, but the idea that they're making Clayface a horror movie, that's gonna be fun, I think, and it's scary. I can't wait to. Well, I guess I have to find a date for that. That would be fun, but that plus the Pattinson thing, and this is speculation. I'm just assuming this is conversation. If you have Riddler, who's also another character of people know the Riddler, but people don't know the Riddler. They know Joker, they know Lex, they know Batman, they know Superman, they know Wonder Woman, and they don't even know Wonder Woman villains, honestly. They don't know Cheetah. So like they know those the big heavy hitters. I don't know if Riddler would be considered like a B tier as opposed to an A tier. Harley Quinn has worked her way up to A tier in the DCU universe. So like so that even like casuals know her. So my point was ultimately that because Riddler's kind of like one of those off the beaten path. Is he though? He may not be. Maybe I'm stretching. But like off the beaten path villains, that there might be room, especially with the way that they did the Pattinson. If you're doing a Clayface horror movie, you can make those styles kind of fit. You could take the Gotham that they created for the Penguin and for the Riddler and turn that into the background of a horror movie. That would fit, right? I could see that. So I don't know. But what do I know? I'm not. Those guys are making millions off of it. They don't need my opinion. They're making hundreds of millions. And they're like, let me listen to this unsuccessful YouTuber. Let's see. Ah, good idea. No, like they know what they're doing. Um, I want Cersei in this game. See, talk about off the beaten path villains, dude. Well, I guess not off the beat. Well, if you're a Wonder Woman fan, yeah, you know her. But I don't even know her like that. Don't care for horror movies. I think the last one I watched was The Notebook. Brad, do you mean The Notebook featuring Rachel McAdams and Ryan Reynolds? Which, by the way, I'm not into like romantic movies like that. That was a good ass movie though. I love that. If you're a bird, I'm a bird. That's an awesome movie. I'm not into horror movies either, but in the sense of like not because any kind of anxiety or anything. It's more or less that horror movies get lazy. Like action movies, I've kind of fallen out onto. They get lazy and they only want to just show you blood and guts. The horror movies I liked were like Bird Box, The Ring, where they like did something creatively different, and I'm like, what's going on? I kind of like World War Z actually too. So like, I'm not into horror movies, but a Clayface horror movie, I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna watch that. Yeah, that's a joke. Yeah, I was hoping it was a joke, Brad. I pretty much picked that up. Pretty much picked it up, but I gotta be sure it's the internet. You never know. Somebody might have been like, "Oh no! There was a Korean movie called The Notebook that came out in 1997. It scared me for the last like 20 years of my life." You never know. It might be something like that. You tell me the word parasite, I think of a Superman villain. You say parasite to other people, that's a movie that came out of, was it Japan or Korea, in 2019. That's apparently really good that I haven't watched yet. So yeah, you never know. What's the topic there, United? So far, if the James Gunn DCU will incorporate Batman, the general consensus, especially from Spike, who's knowledgeable on the subject, is that they're not doing that. I'm hoping that they will find a way to do that. However, given their track record with Batman versus Superman, maybe once bitten, twice shy is not a bad approach. Download to play a couple minutes. It's been 3 weeks now. My last Ranger was Turbo. I got a lot of them that I do not know. I'm loving it. It's frustrating and fun at the same time. All right. Damn. Okay. Give me a second. Son of a bee. When did Power Rangers, Legacy Wars, 50 million downloads? Damn, they okay. But it is a straight up fighting game though, right? Yeah, action fighting. Okay, so this is different. This is like something to do like, what did I used to play? Marvel Contest of Champions. That used to be it. I used to love playing that game. I wonder where that game. I think that game is still around actually. Marvel Contest of Champions was fun to me. I love that game. But that's one of those like, kind of what I'm doing right now with Elite Arena. I am farming theoretically, but that's one of those to me. I'm playing in the background while talking. There isn't much for me to tell you on that kind of game, right? Or am I crazy? You can watch me pull and stuff and have fun with like the excitement of me playing, but I don't think there's any kind of like advice I can give on those games. Here we go. Unfortunately, everything was such a mess prior to Gunn and Safran. They said that going forward, every movie released under DCU Cinematic Universe are connected like Marvel and the MCU. Every other project that is based off of DC property, but separate from the DCU continuity, such as Batman and the Joker movies, are under Elseworld banner. I mean, the Joker movies are fine. They're not making a third one of those, right? Because I didn't watch the second one, but it was a musical, so I think that's Martin Scorsese being like middle finger. I'm not doing another one of these, and I'm only doing this for the money right now. Love stories are horror movies, especially ones with weddings. Would you count Wedding Crashers in that, Brad? Okay. Who would you use in place of BB on the block team for the time being? What I have been using is I put Peacemaker in a block set. Before that, I had Bane in a block set, so I could do stuns alongside Nightwing. The other way would be because I have Bloodsport, Ocean Master, Nightwing. I could do Sinestro and Raven, or I could do Grodd in a block set with Sinestro to help get debuffs out, and then help trigger him. So you can build around it, but it's more like you have to change the composition and just use those primary three. Honestly, the two, really, the Nightwing and the Ocean Master is enough, but like Bloodsport ain't no slouch in that setup. If you have Deathstroke, he's good to have in there. If you have Sinestro, he's good to have in there. If not, I would even run Raven, Grodd in a block set. I love horror movies, and the best horror movie that I've seen in decades is called When Evil Lurks, followed by Late Night with the Devil. If they are like different, if they're not the like we're just gonna show you blood and gut stuff, because that stuff isn't even, it's just like, it's not compelling. It's I want to say non-competitive is the word. It's just like, you guys didn't try to use your imagination. You just wanted to show me a person getting their head cut off and be like, look, scary. It's like, nah. Although a good scary movie, like, again, The Ring or Bird Box, that's one of those things I gotta watch in the middle of the afternoon, and then I gotta watch Family Guy after the fact. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's go ahead and put on some Moana real quick because I just watched Bird Box and now I'm scared for my children. Yeah, there's so much I forgot, but I literally read thousands of DC comics. I get events and things mixed up. But I love superheroes. I love watching and reading. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of comic book reading lately too, actually. A lot. If you guys couldn't tell, because I'm behind on everything I'm supposed to watch. I hate the Double Flash system recovery. Bruh. I love the Double Flash system recovery. You know why? Block team. Were you asking about the block team earlier? No, I don't think you were. Block team. Ocean Master and Nightwing wreck that thing. And once I got them up, I don't have to worry about them whenever I get to them on system recovery. No matter the level, they're done. They're over with. Zay, who would you use? Oh yeah, besides Zatanna. So you've already put the Zatanna thing there. And yeah, Zatanna does work on that block thing because she does put out crit. So that's, or the Frantics or whatever. So that's a good look. They will definitely do Batman at some point, but not Robert Pattinson. It will be Batman and Robin 1000%. Yeah, and I was thinking like they might even do the old school, like not old school, but like they're gonna add a flair of the Adam West Batman, and I think that Crypto is a sign of that, where you take it a little bit into the golden age, just a smidge, to where Batman may not be as dark as he's been in the last like 2 or 3 decades, and you're kind of giving that pow zap, holy what was it like holy rusted metal Batman kind of stuff, like not not like straight out of the 60s that, but like that little bit of a flair. I could see them kind of playing around with that. I would love if they brought back the old school Batmobile. We talked about that already. I need that Corvette. I still play Contest of Champions. It's way different. It's straight up PvP. Well, I mean, that's what it was before when I was playing it, but I played that thing before DC Legends. So it was like 8 years ago, 7 years ago. That was my game for that year. And then I found DC Legends, and then I stopped with Contest of Champions. Well, my bad, content creator, so you can give a review on the characters. The only thing that Power Rangers is straight up PvP. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, straight PvP fight. That's what I mean by the same thing. Is this your Mr. Terrific team? Trucking, I'm gonna need you to, this one? Okay, maybe it's still up. Not really. This is what I put up. I'm not exactly happy with it, quite frankly, but I don't have a Mr. Terrific team, if that makes sense. I have an Ocean Master team with some people who can come off the bench. I have a Sinestro team, for example, but Mr. Terrific, Kid Flash, trying to think of anybody else right now. There are certain characters where they don't have teams. I just put them in where necessary, and then I build around them. Diamond, haha. Doesn't matter, I was already there. I need one more battle, then we're done. So like, it's not necessarily a Mr. Terrific team. I just know his kit well enough to be like, in this situation, I'm gonna use him with this one, and this one. Like I don't have a set team for him. I could put him on the debuff team because he'll just transfer debuffs. If we're facing a team that's going to give us debuffs, he'll transfer all of those back. That helps Sinestro pop off. I could put him on the block team. He's going to be in front row next to Nightwing, and anything that comes at him, he's going to send Nightwing's way. I could put him on the crit team. Like, there's so many teams I could put him on that I don't necessarily have a team for him. He's very, very, very plug and play. The DCU Batman movie will introduce Damian as Robin. Though there is an animated movie in the works for down the road called Dynamic Duo starting Nightwing and Red Hood. Starring Nightwing and Red Hood. Okay. I heard there was another Batman movie coming out soon, too, like in the next couple weeks. Trust me, man, I know horror, and you can add Malignant there. The Ring, that's PG-13. That's a no. And this is exactly what I mean. You're part of the problem, Mike. A movie doesn't have to be rated R or X or PG or whatever in order for it to be good or scary. If you are relying on an R rating to make your movie scary, you're already a lazy writer. The Ring was PG-13, and I dare you to tell me the person who didn't come out of that movie like, like, that movie was scary. PG-13 or not. I watched it as an adult. I still watch it now. It's still scary. It's still a scary movie. PG-13 has nothing to do with it. If you're a good writer, you can make it scary. If you're relying on that, certain books will scare the hell out of you. There's a book I got right now that's a thriller that I want to read. I'm scared to open them pages, dog. I'm scared to open those pages because I usually read at night before I go to sleep, and I don't need that stuff on my brain. Sinister, one of the best horror movies I've ever seen. See, that's the I've never. Okay. Y'all might be setting up. Well, no, I'll talk about that later. I don't want to talk about that now. We'll talk about it. I might have something to talk about Monday, depending on how Sunday goes. I have a thing on Sunday. I want Batman from the comics that fall down from the moon and laughs it off. The Batman who travels multiverses and dimension gives me ridiculous Batman to go along with the ridiculous Superman. So you mean like the Batman who laughs? Is that the one you were talking about? I love how DCU goes crazy with comic concepts. They aren't scared to take it there. It depends, because sometimes they should be scared to take it there. But I hear you. But if they put the Batman who laughs in a movie, that's a wild move. that is a comic book character, not a comic book movie. That is a comic book. That character stays in the comics. Putting the Batman who laughs in any kind of movie is insane. That's crazy talk. I don't even know if you could put him in an animated movie. I love how DC. Gunn does seem more of a blue suit Batman than a BA. That's what I'm saying. And even Keaton's Batman was slightly. It had a touch of Golden Age in him. Not a lot, but a touch. I mean, the dude did try to scratch a CD like it was an actual record, like he was a DJ. So, like, there was a touch of, like, the Adam West in there. It was almost like they were, like, giving it a little bit of flavor for the Adam West heads. But, no, I feel like Gunn is 100% one of those holy shnikes Batman. Like, the Batman movie I'm talking about is animated? Which one? Guardians was pretty funny, and so was the Suicide Squad. I need to rewatch the Suicide Squad, the second one. Guardians was funny, and I was so willing to say that the third one was good, and then I had to pull back. Someone in the chat got me, and I was wilding out. Yeah, so yeah. Oh no, the movie I was talking about was the animated one. Yes, it is. I'm caring about that. The Aztec Batman movie, that's straight to DVD stream. But I thought the Aztec Batman movie was. Is that not already out? Or is that the one that I saw? Because I saw two articles. I saw the Aztec Batman movie article. And that one I thought when they put an article that was already out. And then I saw another announcement for one coming. So PG-13 holds back on its full movie of jump scares. The only PG-13 movie that was respect. The Sixth Sense was... Okay, now I know. We got to fight. Mike, me and you gonna fight. The Sixth Sense was not a scary movie. It was a creepy movie. It was spooky. It wasn't scary. There was one like legit jump scare in that movie, and that's when he was like, the woman in the traffic jam was dead. He's like, how do you know? Like, she's next to my window, and that was the jump scare. Everything else was just like me being uncomfortable next to the person and trying not to act like I'm uncomfortable and just being like, okay. Okay. Like it was creepy. I wouldn't say scary. The Ring had us legit. I shouldn't even. I'm not gonna tell this story online. I can't. Maybe on a private stream I will when I start doing those. But like the story that I tell when I watch The Ring, of like how we had adult males. I mean, granted, we were 18, 19, 20, but we were adult. We were big enough to fight if somebody came at us. We were terrified. And I can tell this story, this part of the story. We had, so there was like a group of five of us my freshman year: me, Hope, Jenny, Aaron, and Matt, right? Um, and so, like, that was one of the squads I would kick it with, right? Good people. Um, Me, Aaron, and Matt went to go watch the movie. Hope and Jenny went to go see it themselves. And Hope and Jenny said when they went to go see it, for any of you who haven't seen The Ring, if you have seen The Ring, you'll know how hilarious this is. Um, Somebody somehow planned it back in the day when there were payphones everywhere, because that's when that movie came out. Guys, not everybody had a cell phone. For those of you who are under 35, which I think nobody on the stream is, not everybody has cell phones. When I tell my daughter people didn't have cell phones back in the day, she was like, but she looks confused. Like, how is that a thing? Um, when they were walking out of the ring, somebody, whoever, figured out or did, I know they figured out, made all the telephones, like there was like four or five of them on a wall towards the exit, towards the parking lot. All of them rang at the same time as they were walking past them, and they ran out of the movie screaming. These are grown women, grown, 19, 20-year-old women. They know it's a movie that they just saw. All the phones on the wall rang, and it has to be a prank, but adrenaline kicked in, they ran. These were not runners. These were not women who were athletic, but they got moving. What's up, April? Comic story and link to make it short is 1 minute long. Wait, what? Is it on the YouTube one? I need to go find his YouTube. All right, Farsina, good night. Good night, good night, good night. Talk to you tomorrow. Sixth Sense is a thriller, not a horror. That's what I'm saying. And thriller is even agreeing with you day and night is thriller. Saying it's a thriller to me is even almost like push, because it's a thriller. It is a thriller, but it was like a very good creepy story. Like it's like one of those urban legends you tell around the campfire type deals that they turned into a movie. It's not like I don't know. Hopefully I'm expressing myself clearly enough, because I don't want to say it's a bad movie. It was a really good movie. Back when I thought M. Night Shyamalan was actually going to be a good director. Man, that was a fall from grace. But yeah, let me see. To be fair, Devil was his redemption. M. Night had a lot making him do between Devil and Sixth Sense. Lady in the Water was. I never watched Lady in the Water. What was it? War of Worlds. That was a massive disappointment. The Village sucked. Like, I wanted him to be like he had. Oh my God, he started with Sixth Sense was good. Then it was Unbreakable, which I loved Unbreakable. I really did. And then Signs. I liked Signs a lot. And then it just nosedived with Lady in the Water. And I was like, what the hell is going on, man? I thought you were supposed to be. It felt like when Anakin went to Darth Vader and what's his name, Obi-Wan was looking at him like, you were supposed to be the chosen one. Like that's how I felt about M. Night. You were supposed to be the chosen one. You were supposed to make good movies. Nah, homie. All right. Let's see. People Under the Stairs. Was it when I was a young whippersnapper? People Under the Snare. Is that another horror movie? I never heard of that one. People Under the Stairs. Just the title kind of creeps me out though, because I was always one of those kids who, like, when you're walking down the stairs, I never liked stairs that had like the gap between them, you know, because I felt like somebody could grab your leg while you're walking down the stairs. I hate that feeling. I don't like that feeling at all. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. No sir, no sir, no sir. All right, hold up. Let me get something going over here, because I think the sun is up enough for me to put up my green screen, and now I can probably do Digital Universe. I do like this carnival game. It has been fun. It's one of the more fun ones. So I will play this tonight or later on today. Let me see. What else could I do? Is there anything? I don't think I have any team ups in here, right? We can run a team up on this one. He's blue. And I have my block team that will wreck his face. Okay. People understairs. No, read it right. I didn't say The Sixth Sense was a good movie or a horror movie. I said that The More Devil was a good movie and it was the director. Oh, okay, gotcha. Sorry, my fault, Mike. Even though I shouldn't even be giving you my faults. I should. Oh, no. Because I got distracted. How many do I have up here? Only 2. All right, so we're going to pull back on that. I still haven't completed this Crisis Watch, but doing that now may not be the smartest. Let's see. What is it again? I need to have... Is it speed? The man eating the flower did less... Hold on. Let me try to remember how I'm supposed to do this. At the beginning of battle, summon, blah, blah, blah. The killer plant wakes up. Meters when they wake up equal to poison ivy HP. The killer plant. So you have to hit a certain number of times, but you have to hit hard. Is that what it is? I'm trying to remember what it is exactly that I did to get past this. Peacemaker, I guess. I don't know. Let's see. I feel like there's a piece of information missing. How was I doing this? I wasn't using Damien. Let's see what happens. So that's my block team is beastly anyway right now. All right, so I had an employee once that almost jumped out of a moving car because I said Candyman a bunch of times in the rearview mirror. I was one of those kids too. Like when you're little and you're in the bathroom and you're looking at it, and you're looking at the mirror, you're like Candyman. I can't say it. I can't. You use the bathroom. Oh my God. My favorite director is Jordan Peele. Are you enjoying the Casino Vega? I am, April. I'm enjoying it a lot. Somebody asked me that before in the comment section. I like the game, but like I said, I think it's here for a good time, not a long time. Like I'll make the content, have fun at, but it's very, very PvE, so it gives me the feels of like playing old school PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 games, where there wasn't always a crowd of people playing against you or whatever. You're playing the computer, which I like. I'm having fun with, but I don't think it's going to be like this is around for 10 years with like new content and having to update characters and I think it's just going to be a good like one-off game to enjoy. Jordan Peele did do a couple of good ones because didn't he do Nope, which I watched, which I thought was not a horror movie at all. It was just kind of funny. And then there was another one before. Get Out. Get Out was like one of the like most creative like horror movies. He did direct that, right? One of the most creative horror movies. I remember. I haven't seen Us though, because that one looks like it's gonna legitimately creep me out. Like it's gonna legitimately scare me. I haven't watched that one yet. I remember going to see Messengers near the end when everything started happening. They started flicking the lights on and off in the theater. People got up and ran out. I'm saying, dog, PG-13. It'll still get you if you're good writing. If it's creative writing, if you can manage to get people, you'll get people to get up and go, dog. Get people to get up and get moving. He has had some serious downs. I have not seen Split yet because there was like Unbreakable, and then there was what was the other guy? There's like 3 in that series because it's like the superhero trilogy that he kind of did that was his own thing, and it was like Unbreakable, it was Unbreakable, Mr. Glass, and then Split. And I haven't watched Mr. Glass or Split yet. They got no fanfare, but I think they came out at the time right in the time before I was moving to Switzerland. And so I think it fell by the wayside. How am I supposed to handle this again? I forgot. Oh, I feel like I need to go back to my own video and watch how I did this. Okay, let's see. If you're a horror movie fan, may I recommend watching Evil Lurks? The only thing movie is in Spanish, but yo, no, yo puedo hacerlo. Necesito practicar. Necesito practicar mi español porque quiero hablar mejor. Y tengo amigos de español, well, de Venezuela, de República Dominicana, de Colombia, pero no puedo hablar bien. Y yo puedo entender solo con despacio. Anyway, I grew up on Bloody Mary. If you know, you know. I remember Bloody Mary, but when I think of Bloody Mary, and this is weird, it's not that, but it immediately makes me think of Carrie. And they even had like a Carrie 2 that came out like in the early 2000s where they tried to do a sequel to that. It remind like those kind of old school movies remind like The Omen, Carrie. Those were the ones where they were really trying to mess up kids' brains. Like those were the ones. Those, yeah, Get Out was a thriller. Yeah, Get Out was more of a thriller. I'll give you that. No, those were the ones when they were coming out with horror movies in like the 70s and 80s where they were like, let's see if we can turn some people into serial killers. Like they were really trying to mess up people's minds on that. Let's see. I really liked Us. You should check it out. I don't want horror movies, and I still enjoyed it. Yeah, because it's an interesting. Yeah, it's an interesting premise and stuff. Okay, thanks, Jay Spike. And Mike. Unbreakable, Split. Was it Unbreakable, Split, and Glass, or was it Unbreakable, Glass, then Split? I thought Glass was the. Oh, Glass was last. Okay, all right, I was wrong. And is very skippable, but Split works very well as a standalone. Okay. Well, I watched Unbreakable multiple times. I own that thing on DVD. I think I owned it on DVD multiple times. How dare you? I can't remember what I did to get past this. I cannot remember what I did. And I'm tempted to go back to my YouTube channel and check, like, what, or actually, you know what? Somebody did Just Kid Flash and Zatanna. What does that look like? Hold up. Just Kid Flash and Zatanna. This must have been an old school setup. Ain't no way. Okay. Bloody Mary was the real life Candyman. You had to say it 3 times in the mirror. Yeah. It was Bloody Mary. It was Candyman, and there was another one. There was another one that you're supposed to say like in the mirror or something. And then who was it Lawnmower Man, the dude with all the nails in his face, Hellblazer, whatever. I never watched those movies. I saw the ad for that in a comic where this guy's face had a bunch of nails in it, and I was like, why would you put that in a Sonic the Hedgehog comic? I'm a child. That picture is gonna give me a nightmare, let alone the movie. Why would you? Who are you advertising to here? I am a child. Even if I wanted to go see this, you think I'm going to show this picture to my mom and be like, Mom, I want to go see this movie, and her, as a responsible, loving mother, is going to take me to see this movie? No, she's going to set that comic book on fire and take me to church immediately because she loves me and wants me to be okay. Are you serious right now? Why would you do that? Hellraiser, Pinhead, there we go. Like, why on earth would that be a thing? I think I was supposed to clear their, I don't know that they can kill my Kid Flash. I was supposed to clear their thing and not kill them, let them leave. Something like that. Weekly Absolute Batman check. I read it. I still haven't read the last 2 comics, and I think that gives you an indication about how I feel about Absolute Batman. I don't leave comics unread. And I'm already back on IDW. Like, I like it, but it's so far from what Batman was. And the approach, I'm not a big fan of in terms of, it sounds stupid, but you have a tank the size of a 3-story building as the Batmobile. You have four torn pieces of cloth as the cape. You have knives as the ears. You have the logo becomes an axe. Like, it's cool in a sense, but I don't know. I don't know. Those movies suck though. The best thing about those movies is the actors that plays Pinhead. Okay, because I never saw him. I saw the image and I was like, this is something that is not for me. Freddy Krueger is my favorite slasher. That's my dude. If I had to pick, mine was Jason. Like, I wasn't supposed to watch those movies anyway. Freddy Krueger, I think Freddy Krueger and Chucky. Freddy Krueger first. Freddy Krueger gave me my first nightmare that I remember. He gave me my first night watching that crap on Fox where they tried to edit things out. Nothing got edited. I remember it being on a school bus with some kid having that thing rip out of his stomach in a dream, and then also being in like daycare. Like, there was this woman. I say daycare, but there was this woman in the neighborhood who took care of the kids. Then, and I was like 6. Anyway, regardless of, I still have the images of that dream in my head. I think that is my first nightmare. And I think I owe that to Freddy Krueger. He was my first nightmare. The second one, or the first one I remember, I'm sure there was others. The second one that I remember was Chucky, the doll from Child's Play, trying to walk me down. Walking over train tracks. I remember it specifically, like train tracks stopping us from like continuing because of the train, and then when the train stopped, us continue, and he's right behind me, walking me down. I'm trying to run, and he's like still there. I think that's the second nightmare I remember. I remember that neighborhood doesn't even exist that way anymore. Like in Auburn, I remember everything about it. It had me shook. That dream had me shook, and those are like the two nightmares I remember the most. The third one was actually a Mario. It was Mario, and the way that this was the first lucid dream I had, and what I did to get away with it, I just jumped down a Mario pipe, and then I woke up, and it was fine. But like, those were the first two. I remember those. They were trying to really mess with your head, but if I had to pick one, it went. See, Chucky was scary as hell, man. Jason, it had to be Jason. It had to be Jason. Freddy and Jason, Fabulous and Jada Kiss. It had to be Jason, man. Had to be. Do I get any more? What did I just do? Oh, yeah. Okay. Starfire, Constantine, Zatanna can dispel Superman, Batman, which will cause them to run away the following turn. Just make sure you don't defeat them before they run off. That was a thing. I need to strip them of their the seduction or whatever, and then they have to leave. I was doing it before where I was like killing them or killing them after the fact. They have to leave on their own volition. Blah, 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 blah. Constantine, Starfire, Zatanna. Sure, why not? Maybe this is the opportunity for me to use the bride. Constantine. Boo, Constantine. No ally unit deals damage to itself, and we put in Constantine. I never watched Jeepers Creepers. Smile, the original. This is just a scary title. Smile. Oh, what's up, Mr. West? I didn't even say hi. Let me say hi to these folks. Mr. West, what's up? Summers, nice to see you in there. So I'm just over here just talking, having a conversation. I hadn't even like acknowledged people and said like, sorry, it's a southern in me, where it's like you gotta say, hey Deadpool, I see you. Where you gotta like acknowledge people. I haven't said Zay, Smooth Operator, hi, hi, hi. Theonidas, I think I just spoke to you and didn't like actually acknowledge you. So Batman is gone of his own volition. Hey, Catwoman, what are you doing? Okay, so Freddy Krueger, I couldn't sleep for weeks. I'm saying, dog. That's why I had to think about it, because I think I like Jason more. Like, I like that more. He ain't rushing. He's not rushing. He's going to walk you down. He's like, I'm tired. Y'all are at my house. Y'all not supposed to be here. I'm not running. I'm not running after you. I'll get you though. I'm coming for you. Make no mistake. I'm not running though. Yeah, I never saw Jeepers Creepers. I know of, but I never saw it. That was like the early 2000s, right? The first one was good. The second one, get a pass. After that, it became a meme. Yeah, I think the same thing happened with Saw. Although I never saw the Saw movies. I saw Saw 2 actually, and I thought it was actually pretty in terms of they had some creative stuff, but the thing that got me from Saw was Saw 2 when that dude fell in that pit of hypodermic needles, and I was like, the drug addict. I was like, no, that got me where it like made my skin crawl because he's rolling around in needles, and I'm like, okay, okay, okay. I know the imagery thing, and I'm like so snobbish when it comes to that, like, oh, you're gonna do this, but then when I saw that, I was like, oh, I can't. Oh God, he's just covered in needles. Stop it. Stop it. All right, who can I put in here to help us heal? Why does it feel like I'm having a hard time remembering? Is there someone I'm thinking of? Oh, was it Ocean Master? But Ocean Master's gonna murder them too fast. See, everybody else is like kind of good at killing. So I'm trying not to let that happen without superpower damage. Let's see if we can make this work. All right. Underdog movie. That's horror. That horror is blood. Underdog movie? First and second. The other Jeepers Creepers movies were What Are Y'all Doing? Okay. I love Jason. In appearance is simple yet effective. Made the hockey mask. Dude, here's the thing. That hockey mask are you still mad? Of course, I'm always mad. Tell him why you mad, son. No, that hockey mask thing became a real thing. And I remember my ex-wife, she's Swiss, and we met in the U.S. in Alabama, and she was riding around with her friend who was from Bulgaria. So she's Swiss, her friend is Bulgarian. She is a white woman with blonde hair. The other woman just a white woman, with brown hair, right? But very, very clear that they are not here. They drive around to one of the wrong neighborhoods. And she said the scariest thing that she ever saw was that when she rode up, there was a car that was, let's say, below the standard for road safety that pulled up next to them. And the guys in the front were fine. And then the guy in the back was sitting there just wearing a Jason mask. And they peeled off. And I was like, yeah, no, that's effective. That's effective. When you see like a person just standing there with a Jason mask on, it's still, because it's a hockey mask actually. No, it's a Jason mask. That is still, if I'm walking down the street broad daylight and there's a man or a woman who's walking down this street broad daylight wearing a Jason mask, I'm getting off the street. Something's going to happen and I don't want to be here for it. Straight up. I'm out. We're done. We're out of here. Let's see. Finally got 2 first pulls. Legendary pulls, and they came back to back. Peacemaker and Deathstroke. Congratulations, Summers. Appreciate it. Ironically, right? Yep. Hellraiser, Friday the 13th, Halloween, Candyman, etc. The 80s was the era of mind your business movies. Leave well enough alone. Don't go where you're not supposed to go. Don't go try to have premarital sex as a teenager. Why are you in these woods? We told you where to be and you weren't there. Now somebody's gonna slice your head off. That's exactly what those were. 80s movies was nothing but like just scare the hell out of your kids movies into being good kids. Okay, so we got that done with the Batman thing. Now we need to make sure that they don't do any damage to each other. Does this mean that I should run a we're just gonna kill you as fast as possible team? No. Let's see. Okay, so let me see. Jason, after the 5th movie, lost his charm for me. It started to become supernatural. They even had a girl that had telepathic powers. Yeah, but see, this is the thing, though, Mike, because you're following the Jason movies. Like, you're going bit by bit. I'm talking about being a kid and seeing them on Fox on Saturday afternoons. Like, I never made it a point to go, like, watch Jason movies. I think the only one I made it a point to go watch was that Freddy versus Jason movie they came out with in 2000 something. I was in college, and we just watched it at my apartment. That was the only one I think I made a point to watch. Actually, I'm curious about one thing. Just to see if this would work. Okay. Let's see what happens. This is a fun, goofy team. I don't really want damage over time, though, do I? Okay. All right, here we go. The very first Final Destination. I laughed at the very first Final Destination. I liked it. It was fun. And then the second one, they were fun. Um, but we laughed at those movies. They were okay. I think I was just at that age of where like I was starting to get into movies and stuff, and I was paying attention to like edits and directors of photography and stuff, and it had like a very very big B feel to me, where they were trying to be serious. Albeit on that DVD, when we were watching it, they had on the DVD a death clock, where if you put in your birthday, it would tell you when you were gonna die. Of course, no offense, no offense, no offense, but it was a very clear delineation in the group that we were in where we were a mixed race group. There were some black folks, there were some white folks, some folks from originally from Ethiopia, some folks originally from Mexico. We were an eclectic group. It was very, very clear which group of people wanted to know and use a death clock and which group of people were like, nah, homie. And I'm just going to put it this way. I never found out. I don't need that information for what, for who, for why. Nope. I never found out what my death date was because it was giving you like the exact day you were going to die, the day, the month, and the year. And I was like, I don't need that. And they were like, oh, no, let's do it, let's do it. Let's do it. I was like, y'all can do it. I'm fine. I'm fine. I don't need to be worried until I pass that day. If I do, nope, I'm good. You didn't see the Rob Zombie. I didn't see the Rob Zombie remake, but Rob Zombie, I liked, what was it, House of a Thousand Corpses, and Jesus, there was a second one. Because House of a Thousand, I was all set to be like, screw Rob Zombie, why would I even watch him? He had one song that I liked. That was on the Matrix soundtrack. He wasn't my vibe. Not screw him like in that, but like his whole thing was not my vibe. If you like that music, I had a friend who liked that music as well. Cool, but for me, not for me. He made me watch House of a Thousand Corpses and another one, and I fell in love with the cinematography from House of a Thousand Corpses. It was so good. The director of photography or whatever. The cinematography in that movie was amazing, especially for a horror movie that I thought was going to be some low budget piece of crap where he was just going to put in horror stuff. And no, he did an amazing job. So I really had respect for him after that. And then he did. I didn't watch the Halloween remake, but I was sure that it was going to be good just because of what he did with the previous stuff. Like he was really, really good. I was very impressed. Evil Dead series, one of the best. Army of Darkness is amazing. That's just a good movie. I don't give a damn. I don't know if it's a horror movie. I don't think it's a horror movie. I think it's just a good movie. Free the opposing super. I already did that. No ally units dealt damage to self. How do I get away with this? In the back of my head. Okay. Is Mr. Team in normal pool? Nope. He's only in the league. I think we. Yeah, I showed you that. Mr. Terrific is only in the league pools. Maybe you were out on that point. With the 80s horror stuff was that there was a lot of raunchy comedies back then. That's true too. 80s was my childhood. I mean, I was an 80s baby. 90s was my childhood. But I do remember the remake. I probably in the minority, but I love that Jason was running. Oh, in the remake he was running? Oh, I'm not so sure I like that now. He didn't have the time for those teens and them nonsense. Straight to business. Ooh, and and Rob Zombie did this Jason remake? Because I mean, he did Freddy remakes too? I'm not up on horror like that, so maybe I should look at it. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do here either. Let's get Zatanna out there. Maybe she helps. Who knows? Actually, I need to see what's happening. I need to pay attention, but I'm too busy reading what we're talking about. Man, in my days off, I like to watch 80s horror movies around like 1 or 2 a.m. in the morning. 80s Forever will be king. Dog, man, you just don't like sleep. Are you doing a second channel for it? No, no, no. I'm just going to do Kaiju number 8 on this one for a little bit and then be done with it. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know that that game's going to last forever. And then I also, this is a Devil's Rejects. Thank you, Summers. Devil's Rejects. I saw that one too. I don't want to do additional channels because it takes so much work to get it up to like monetization, the number of people, and I'm a small channel. Like I'll do the DC Worlds Collide stuff as the main. I'll put Kaiju number 8 out every once in a while. I'll do another game. Maybe I'll do Power Rangers Legacy Wars according to Fender and Mike. That's a goated game. But I don't want to do more channels with regards to gaming. Maybe the sports one day. I did start a channel on sports like 2 or 3 years ago. I just didn't follow through on it. So maybe, but not for games, no. You probably are just like, but agree. Freddy remake was dark and serious. Robert England made me laugh, and an agile Jason Voorhees is the problem. That's true. So they took it dark and serious instead of making. But Freddy was always like, I don't want to say a clown, but he was always funny and having fun. Did they remove that element from those movies? The scariest movie ever is Terrified. I've never heard of that movie. Also, where did the creeper get a souped up truck with an air horn? He hit 60s. Oh wait. Are you talking about? No. There was a movie from the 80s. So one of you guys can help me. Where like the trucks, like the 18 wheelers were possessed. Like the cars were possessed. What movie was that? Nope, never got it. You know what? I'm gonna figure this out later. I'm done with this. I'm out on it. There was something I did. Oh, I want to do the digital universe. I should probably start that now. No, I don't play 2K. I was gonna do Kingdom Hearts next too. Actually, I've been saying that for so long. I gotta stop saying it. I gotta actually just do it. Michael Bay produced the Friday the 13th remake, which is unexpected. Very. He must have been I mean, did it have transforming robots in it? I don't remember. Maybe Will Smith shows up in a Ferrari. I don't remember a ton of explosions. Yeah, okay. See, you're already making a joke for me. I'm sorry, Spike. I should have kept reading. My bad. My bad. I'm stealing your joke before I even said that's on me. That's on me. There's a new Friday the 13th prequel series in the works. Okay. Have you seen? No, I've never seen Terrified. I'm like, as you guys see me when I'm doing this stuff, I'm literally like copying your messages and putting them in my notebook. I have so much stuff I need to watch. I think I need to take a 2-week vacation and just watch stuff. Crystal Lake. Because they did have a prequel to Jason as well, or was it the first Jason movie, where it's all about his mom. But that was back in the 80s too, right? Or like the early 90s. Terrifier is a gore meme, not a good movie at all. It's just fun to watch. Okay. So like Shaun of the Dead? Shaun of the Dead was awesome. Not sure if it's a miniseries or a multi-season show. Stupid thumbs. So it's a TV series. Okay, that's where I'm misunderstanding. All right. Because they also did a TV series called The Bates Hotel or something that I kind of started, kind of didn't. And then also Candy. That was a horror one too, right? Do I have enough for 42.3? I need 4,000 more. You know what we're finna do though? I said I was gonna do Digital Universe. I said I was gonna do Digital Universe. What time is it? And I still want to do Kaiju number 8. All right, guys. So I'm going to have to curb the horror talk for a second so I can try to do this Digital Universe video. Oh, the motivation, can you tell? Let me check one thing real quick. Now that I'm not saving my diamonds for pulls anymore, we can just burn this. Sup? All right, let's see if this. Oh, it has to be two. I have to take them all the way up to 60. I have to take them all the way up to 60, and I don't know if I have the gold for it. Oh, y'all can go to hell. I do have, I think, close to enough XP. This gets me like nothing. Yeah, exactly. Nothing. Ugh. Yeah, I'm gonna need to do the digital universe. Boo. I need to do it. This is getting me absolutely nowheres. Nowhere, nowhere, nowhere. Okay. Oh, I haven't even done this yet. Oh my god, I'm not doing my dailies. I'm so bad right now. I've not been paying attention to this game. Oh my Jesus. Okay. Sup, Kev? Controversial topic. The most interesting thing Robert Englund was in was V, the miniseries. I don't know Robert Englund like that. Overdrive. Maximum Overdrive is the movie. Thank you, Pedro. Overdrive. Maximum. I remember that. And here's the thing. I only saw the tail end of that movie. Like I clicked in on it. Like I only saw like the last 20, 30 minutes. I like want to watch that movie, see what it was about. I don't know why. Elm Street remake came out in 2010, and every reboot was dark and gritty. In all fairness, they did cast Jackie Earl Haley, Bad News Bears. Oh, okay. Who was good in the role. To avoid self-damage, just flatten them as fast as you can. That's what I thought. So not excusing a bad movie, but I want to defend Jackie Earl Haley. Excellent. Oh no, Denzel Washington does it too. I was talking to Homegirl about it, where it's like Denzel Washington is doing well in all these crappy movies. He shows up every time. Friday the 13th was in the 70s, and it wasn't Jason, it was his mom. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But that's the very, very first one, right? That's the first Friday the 13th with me. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. Okay. All right. Because then I wonder why it took that path. Because I knew Jason first. So his mom was the bad guy in the first. Why did it transition over to the son having these supernatural powers? That's the part I didn't get. It always felt like it was a prequel to explain where Jason came from, and not the actual original first movie. But I mean, yeah. Okay. Speaking of a series, that reminds me they're supposed to do a series coming up. Welcome to Dairy. I think it's called. There's a name for you. I've not heard that. Not 70s came out in 1980 with Kevin Bacon. The original Friday the 13th didn't star Jason, yet his mom was the killer for revenge of her son's death. He pops up out of the lake at the very end to tease the sequels. The rest is it. Yeah, that's what I mean. Because I remember not seeing, because I don't think I ever saw that movie, but I know this plot, Spike. I know this plot, but I always assumed like the first Friday the 13th was Jason, and then they did a prequel to explain where he came from. Not that that's what it was the whole time through. Because now it's like, why did that become the path? You know what I'm saying? Like, anyway. Till next time, buddy. All right, Nose. You're right. It was Halloween that came out in the 70s. My bad. Yeah. I was watching the 80s Italian movie called Demons. What a fun movie to watch. Cheesy as F, though. There is another one, too, that's cheesy, where I learned that's not where I learned it, but the guy says it so well, where they're fighting zombies, and he, like, somehow knocks over the Leaning Tower of Pisa on top of a zombie, and then just curses at him in Italian. It's hilarious. It's so funny. I was an 80s kid, so I know all the movies. Robert Englund was Freddy Krueger actor, just in case. Okay, there we go. Because the name seemed familiar, but I didn't. know it. I really couldn't place it. But he was the original Freddy Krueger from the 80s. And V is one of those most mini. That's what you meant. It was the Alien Inventors TV. Was that the TV? That was the TV series. That was like on NBC. I remember that. I always wondered if it was a TV series or just a series that just didn't end up doing well. Where aliens, well, they were invaders, but they were trying to like live on Earth. I remember that. I remember the commercials for that. Damn, you are digging in the vaults, Kevin. Jesus, I did not expect. Who woke up this morning thinking they were going to get a reference to a 1990s TV series that showed up on NBC or it might have been ABC? Jeez. That's the thing. Jason started getting supernatural after the fifth one. Okay, Mike. I'm gonna disagree with you slightly. I'm gonna disagree with you slightly. He's a resurrected dead son of a woman. Didn't it start off supernatural? You know, I gotta get at you today, Mike. Oh my God, I haven't heard of Vito. It was it was NBC. I remember that. But I didn't know if it. Yeah, I really didn't know if it was like a mini series where they plan like this has 6 to 8 episodes because that wasn't really a thing in the '90s. Not for real, for real. Or if it was like, no, we tried this and nobody watched it, so let's stop. Very much Fox style. All right, let me make my other coffee, and I think I have to do Digital Universe. I really don't want to do Digital Universe though, but I need to make a video. Do I need to make a video? Do I need to? Because I would rather do the video on Kaiju number 8 right now before I go to work. Let's run. Oh, wait, and My Evil Falls is not doing anything more right now. It started Supernatural. The end of the first is the argument, I think. Not sure why they went down the path with Jason instead of his mom. Probably have to dig up some extras on the DVDs. I feel like even if Friday the 13th was the first and it was the mom, I feel like when they were writing the story, Jason came first. And then they were like, let's make the prequel first and just make it the first movie and then we'll just run on the back. Because I feel like Jason's concept was first. Because they kept expanding on it forever and ever and ever. Like, why didn't the mother have more kids that got resurrected? And now you have a JC and a Stephanie. And they are the serial killers. And he wears a hockey mask. And she wears I don't know, I'm trying to think of a different kind of mask. A catcher's mask. She plays softball, so she has a catcher's mask. He has a hockey mask. Who knows? But yeah. All right, let me go make this coffee. Let me do. Oh my God, I don't wanna. The event Digital Universe is stupid easy. Yeah, I know it's gonna be easy. I try to like go through it with. I gotta give myself rules to play on quote unquote hard mode. Digital Universe might have to wait till tomorrow. Just Jason with pigtails and a dress, dead up. That's all I mean. Stephanie, she has a ponytail in the back. She has the catcher's helmet on. You can see her like bloated, drowned face through the catcher's mask a little bit. And instead of coming at you with an axe, she comes at you with a baseball bat instead of the machete. And that is Stephanie Voorhees. And if they're gonna do the true '80s coded fashion, you're gonna have Devin, who was the adopted black son of Ms. Voorhees. He plays basketball. Oh boy. All right. See, that's the thing. That is the thing. I kind of want to run with her real quick too to see. She skips after her victims instead of walking. I gotta be honest. I have to be honest. A serial killer skipping towards me is way scarier than walking. If you are having so much joy at the prospect of murdering me that you're skipping, that scares the hell out of me. Walk, dog. Why are you skipping? Why is this a no? Okay. Speaking of names, Kane Hodder, the guy who played Jason, played a lot of other hulking murderers. If you saw a horror movie, there was a slasher that reminded you of Jason. It was like yeah. Um, Except for when Kane, the WWE wrestler, I remember when they tried to tell us Kane was burned from top to bottom and he's coming for revenge on the Undertaker and man, please. It was hilarious though. It was fun times. And the fifth one, he gets resurrected by the little boy that killed him in the fourth one. Sheer terror. I'm saying, look, real life. If it's real life, if some guy's walking behind you with a knife versus some guy is skipping behind you with a knife, who's scarier? All I'm saying. You're gonna make me watch the entire Jason series again just to refresh my memory. Sounds like Mike, you were looking for a reason to do that anyway. Let's be real. You were already trying to find a reason to do that. All right. And the thing is yeah, no, I'm not doing Digital Universe. I'll do Digital Universe tomorrow. I really am not vibing on doing this now. I'm gonna try to find some kind of content to make, but honestly, there's not anything I really want to do. I want to switch over to Kaiju number 8. I want to do that for a bit. Then I need to go to work. Let's see. That's literally the only thing that's left. There's no guides I need to do. There was someone who wanted me to review his team, but I still need to get like the Discord up, and not exactly motivated to do that. Or I need to find gold so I can go ahead and level him up to 260. There was an area that I could go to farm it, but now I'm trying to remember. Can I finally finish this Flash? Okay. Senses, 2002 Hong Kong horror movie. Yeah, see, anything out of like Hong Kong, Korea, Japan, they know how to scare the hell out of people. It's a good horror movie, but this one is unsettling because the actor died in real life. The same premise of what happened in the movie to him. The same thing that happened in the movie happened to him. That's got darkness around it, dog. That's got too much darkness around it, dog. I don't know. That's scary as hell. I don't know, man. That has a lot of darkness behind it, man. I don't know. Same thing with Macbeth. That's why I won't go see that play. Too much darkness behind that. Oof. Oh. The same thing with, The Crow was different, though. And I saw the documentary that explained how he died with the bullet to the chest during shooting. And if I was that actor, I would have felt like terrible. Even though it wasn't his fault 100%, not his fault. It should not have happened. It was actually the stunt coordinator's fault. But, like, you shot the dude in the chest and then thought he was acting and then come to find out he's dead. Like, dog, I don't know how you sleep after that. I was just watching the new I Know What You Did Last Summer. What a disappointment. The first What You Did Last Summer was a disappointment. That was a disappointment. That was a horror movie I watched multiple times. You know why? It wasn't scary. And I was 13, 14, thought I was doing something. No, this ain't gonna work. I need to put the Superman over there. Because here's the other thing, too. I get past, like, the 5 turns, and then this Kid Flash, it takes forever to fall. I wish they would skip for a bunch of 6'4", 240-pound men. Jason and Michael were light on their feet. Bunch of wood floors. I'm saying. And here's the thing, too. You know there had to be some point of where they kicked up the speed. I'm telling you right now, you put Jason... I mean, maybe he should join the Cowboys. I mean, Micah Parsons left. I feel like Jason would have been a good edge rusher, good pass rusher. 6'4" agile, 240. Come on now. Michael too. You put him on the opposite end. You got twin pass rushers. I'm telling you, they'd have a defense for real, dog. I just have an image of like Jason putting like still having the hockey mask on, like only the shoulder pads but the hockey mask, and him getting down in his like 3 technique. One hand down with the other hand out like this, just like ready to go, ready to go. Except it's scary when he says I'm gonna kill you. He might get him, kill him. Wait, no, Jason, not for real, not for real, not for real. We just say that it's football. You said kill him, dog, so I killed him. What you mean? That's what we've been talking about in camp all summer. Kill him, okay? It's nothing. I rip off his head. It's nothing. That's what you asked me to do, coach. The Crow is my I love The Crow. City of Angels I didn't like as much. There was like the third one was good. Was that the third one? Because the first one was classic. Second one was like, eh. And then the third one, I thought it had Kirsten Dunst in it. And I was like, this was actually a pretty good movie. And it got a lot of flack. If I'm not mistaken, the actor from The Crow was haunted by the accident until he died, unless I'm misremembering. I believe I read an interview with him. Also, he died as well. It's sad, man. And it was not his fault. It was not his fault. He did. For those that don't know, Brandon Lee, son of Bruce Lee, stars in the movie The Crow. In that movie, like halfway through, there's a scene of where the Crow is being held out like this, and he's supposed to be shot in the chest as these, robbers, thieves, whatever, come in the house to kill him and his wife who aren't leaving. I'm not giving you the whole plot, regardless of. Shoots a guy in the chest. Now, the actor who shot him, he takes a shot in the chest, he falls down to the ground, and he's dead, quote unquote. Everybody thought he was acting, but what had happened was he actually was shot. So the in a previous scene, they have a scene where you see a gun like this with a bullet in it, and they pull the trigger. The trigger itself tapped the bullet, like the little hammer in the back of the gun, tapped the bullet slightly and pushed. The bullets are made up into different pieces. You have like the piece that actually shoots out, and then you have the casing. The casing pushed that bullet into the barrel of the gun. So when they unloaded it, because it was a revolver, when they unloaded it and took the casing out, they didn't take the bullet that was inside the barrel out. Now, also in movies, you have things called blanks, and those are the guns that shoot and they show fire, and they usually put extra gunpowder in it to show that flash of the bullet coming out, but there's no actual bullet in the casing. It's just gunpowder. So if you got shot with it, you might get like fire on you, like dusty fire or whatever, but it's not going to kill anybody. Barely hurt you, right? So then by the end of it, what happened was they used the same gun from the scene where they did a shot at the camera and showed the bullet. They used that same gun in the scene where Brandon Lee was supposed to be shot, and they put a blank inside the casing to show fire when he's shooting at him, but it's supposed to be a blank with no bullet in it. But because the bullet is in the barrel, the blank's firepower, gunpowder, shot the bullet out of the barrel like it was supposed to shoot a bullet and killed him. And so basically, it died in the scene when the guy's shot by multiple guys in the club movie. It's the one where he's like being stretched out like this, and he shoots him directly in the chest. Like the other 2 guys are holding him like this in his apartment. And that was when the bullet itself that was in the barrel gets pushed by the gunpowder and then shoots Brandon Lee in the chest. I saw a documentary on it like 10 years, and when they explained everything that happened piece by piece, I was like, that actor, like the guy who was doing it. Thought you were talking about Russ for a sec. What's up, Rello? Great Eagles win. Not our best game, but thank God. Oh, I didn't even watch the game yet. Spoiler. It's okay. It's fine. I'm gonna watch the replay anyway. Actually, that's probably a reason for me to end the stream to go see if I can watch the replay with some coffee real quick. But yeah, like that was what happened. So they all thought that he was on the ground acting. He had shot him, killed him. And I was like, as that actor, I wanted to like, I'm sure everybody did, shake him, hug him, and be like, it's not your fault, but you still pointed a gun at a dude's chest and shot him in the chest and killed him. And it was 100% not his fault, not his fault, not his fault whatsoever. But yeah, yep. Curse of the Lee family, apparently. Seeing as how his father died of something equivalent to an aspirin allergic reaction. Oh, anywho. Um, no worry, Damon. No, this is my fault. This is my fault. This is my fault. If I wanted to watch the game, I could have watched the game this morning instead of streaming or whatever. I already accepted the fact. Like, put it this way: if there's a Lakers game, I'm probably not streaming that day because I'm about to watch that game. I hate Luka Doncic. Okay. I just watched you beat the crisis stage, freeing Batman and Superman. But every team I use, I can win. I can win it. I give up. Well, the first thing is you have to do it piece by piece. Where it is, you have to. At least I do. You strip them. You use Zatanna or Starfire or Constantine, whatever, to strip the buffs off of. To strip the effects of what's happening to Superman and Batman off of them, and then you have to wait, not kill them until they leave. And then next is trying to kill them fast enough to where they don't get the chance to make you hurt yourself with that seduction thing. So it's a two-part. I have a video on it, Damon, on my YouTube channel of doing it. That's why I was saying, like, during the whole thing, I was like, I need to go to my YouTube video and see what I did because I don't remember. Favorite Jackie Chan movie, The Fearless Hyena. Never saw it. I like Drunken Master though. That's the first thing that came to my head. Honestly, probably my favorite Jackie Chan movie is the most racist movie he's ever been in, which is Rush Hour. That whole movie is basically every black person looks the same, every Chinese person looks the same. I don't understand what you're saying. Your English is crazy. Like that's all it is. It's basically like a yeah. That's all they do in that movie. That is all they do in that movie. I can't win. Oh, typing too fast. Well, yes. Try. Check the video. There is a Crisis Watch playlist that I have, and it should be in there. Because I'm gonna go back to see the team I used to try to get that last star. Okay, so guys, I think I'm gonna call it a stream right now. I'm gonna switch over to Kaiju number 8 so I can do some content for that. I may. It depends on my day. Let me check my phone real quick. Because I need to put out something for DC Worlds Collide, but I don't know what I'm gonna do. I guess a digital universe. Man. Oh man. Let's do the digital universe real quick now. I'm gonna make my coffee. I'm gonna come back, and I'll do digital universe now. Okay. All right, here we are. Jeez, I've never been like this unmotivated to do anything for this game. I really don't feel like doing, because I know that Digital Universe is going to take a while. That's the thing. I know it's going to take a while. And I'm literally trying to think of any other kind of content I could create right now that would be fun that I could do. Actually, I still haven't done. I did the debuff team. I did the. Yeah, it took you 8 minutes, but I kind of want to explain stuff. No, what? No, you know what, Rello? You're fine. You're right. You're right. You're right. I can make this into a 20-minute video and just explain things quickly. I don't have to make it into some long ass, drawn out thing. You're right. I can just do that. Or I can make it a 20-minute video. Then I can go ahead and get to the game that I like playing right now. Kaiju number 8. Yay. Okay. All right. Deep breath. Where are you? There you are. Okay. I don't even know the opening that I want to do. You know what? I'm not even going to do an open. It's not. It's hard to get motivated given certain things. That's all I'm saying. That's all. I do like the game, but a lot of it feels like I'm discouraged. Put it that way. I'm not motivated as I used to be. Like if it hadn't been for this stream and you guys and like the videos and stuff, I don't know if I'd still be playing it. I probably sparingly because it's hard for me to let things go, but it would have been very much like a. So anyway, but we're trying to be negative. I'm not trying to be negative. Not trying to be negative. Trying to think of something positive, which is very hard right now because I can't think of any joke. I don't want to make a joke that is centered around like poor communication again. Like I want to just let that stuff go and try to move forward having fun. But the only thing I'm going to do is I did this with the other game, which is like basically the intro is a cut from within the game itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to do an intro. I'm just going to do that. Something funny will probably happen along the way. Or hopefully I say something funny. Who the hell knows? Yeah, plus free resources. Yeah. Well, I do need the gold anyway, albeit they're not giving you a ton of gold here. It's not actually that the resources are. I'm not writing home about it. I gotta check one more thing with my boss if he's. Oops. All right. We can make it happen. Yeah, I feel you. I'm in the same boat with this game. Yeah. It was so funny seeing people that disagreed. Okay, no. Supposed to be here for good time. Good time. So, if the game isn't fun, I'll be fun. Let's us have fun. Regardless, we're gonna have fun here. And if we move on to Power Rangers Legacy Wars, then I guess that's just where we're riding to. But we're gonna have fun with DC Worlds Collide while we can still find some way to manage it. 300 nth metal aren't terrible. Where do you see 300 nth metals? Oh, the 3. I mean, it is terrible. The reinforcements. If I had nth metals if they had that much nth metal in there, I'd have been done did this. Damn the video. To be honest with you, the only reason I log in now is to not get kicked out of the alliance. Yeah. I do it because this. All right. Let's stop. Positivity. Actually, let's try this one thing real quick. You know what? We're gonna do it this way. I need 20 here to get my next guaranteed legendary. So we're gonna do this with the goal of trying to get enough encrypted tokens to get Zatanna up to rank 9. There we go. There's the goal. All right, so here we go. Let me start recording. Coming in 3, 2. Wait, actually, you know what? As a matter of fact, let me go back. Okay, so how do I want to put it? All right, 3, 2. I have one goal in mind right now, trying to focus on things. We're going to go into the digital universe, right? Now, the reason why I'm doing this and the goal I'm putting in my head right now to try to focus on something positive is I want to get these super encrypted tokens because I want to pull. I'm not pulling any other banners. I'm only going to pull in the epic recruitment banner right now because I want to get Zatanna one more time so I can go ahead and tank her up to rank 9. So I'm going to scoot through Digital Universe, a fiend transformation, sure, that one. And hopefully get these super encrypted tokens, get some more of these resources so I can go ahead and work on her badge and hopefully get her to rank 9. Let's get to the video. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Even Superman and Deathstroke are bored sitting on the couch. Oh, man. All right, here we go. Coming in. Let's go ahead and start it. Coming in 3, 2. Hi guys, I'm Gravy here. This is a DC Worlds Collide video. In this video, I am going through this digital universe. Now, from what I see, it looks pretty similar to one before. Now, this looks like a lot, which makes me feel like Rello lied to me. Rello said that he got through this in 8 minutes. What? How'd you get through this in 8 minutes? It seems like a lot of work. Okay, here we go. It might be a lot of skips for me because, what's up, Andrew? It might be a lot of skips for me because I'll have strong enough teams. But let's see. So, Cyborg, you must be very familiar with the space. I don't think sarcasm is useful toward our collaboration, Luther. Was that sarcasm? Don't be serious. Don't be so serious, partner. There's a faulty digital launcher up ahead. Can you try fixing them? Let me see. Scanning. I have an idea. We can activate it by using the digital launcher, charging nearby to fire an impulse at it. Sure, good. Now leave it to me. All right, so I'm going to be able to skip a lot of these battles. Now, I will say this as well. A lot of you should be able to too. With the rares, this setup here, there is no real advice other than put your best team forward. I don't see where there's any kind of like distinct advantage one way or the other. I can check the other side too, because they're not giving you any kind of specific affinity matchups. I will say that going against Captain Cole and Mr. Freeze, you probably want to try to use as many bleeds as possible to get through their shields. And then on the other side, I'm trying to think of anything that would. Over here is pretty straightforward. Keep an eye out for the outer turn attacks from Captain Boomerang. Might want to be a little bit tankier, but other than that, skip battle. I don't think there's anything that you need to do here specifically. If I do get to a battle that does seem to be more difficult, I will give myself the stipulation of I'm only allowed to use my epics, no legendaries. Let's go ahead and get this digital currency, which I will not be using in the shop at all. We got some money over there. Let's see, what does this do? Digital launcher not activated. Okay, so then can I use this one to shoot that one, and that one activates this one? Okay. All right, that's kind of. Okay, of these, during battle increase reflect of all allies, increase the block, increase crit damage, increase crit rate, increase lifesteal, increase speed. This really depends on what you have. I would lean towards probably increase crit rate. If I'm going to run my block teams, then I would want crit rate to be 100% so I could crit on every single counter from Ocean Master and Bloodsport. Crit damage might be nice as well. The block depends on how much block amount you have. Lifesteal and speed are probably the two best algorithms out of here. I'm not taking either one of those. So let's go ahead and move on to the next. Use a newly activated digital launcher to destroy the roadblock ahead. We did that. Don't use a commanding tone, Luther. I'm not your AI. Charging. Uh-oh. Don't send your racist chat GPT stuff over here. Oh, this is not, I have to actually fight this one. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is tactical for the middle. Outsides would be mighty. Since there's a Damien over here, beware of whoever you put here because he's going to attack the back row. Let's have fun though with my favorite team, which by then maybe I should have. You know what? Let's do this. This might be fun. I will go to the shop. Where's, oh, I don't have to, yep, the shop is over here. I have 4 current, oh, and I need 8 to get any of that stuff. Okay. Because I'm tempted to get crit rate and crit damage at the same time. And then just run through this. All right. So let's go ahead and put the block team up. I don't think I need heals. That might be me being a little bit cocky. However, Ocean Master heals when others get blocked. Let's put Peacemaker in there because he's in a block set right now. Let's put Zatanna in there because she adds Frantic, which gives us higher chances of critting. Plus the life, plus the Frantic gives you life steal. And then we can put Bloodsport in there to give us extra block. And then we're just going to have fun. How about that? Ocean Master should be first. Peacemaker next. Actually, Peacemaker should be first. Multi-target attacks. Let's go here. Or single burst damage, I should say. If you have Wonder Woman built up, crit chance of crit damage is good. Did Lexus turn into a cowboy? Since when does he call people partner? Oh boy. Bet. Okay. Yeah, in the shop. That's what I'm gonna do. My plan is, like, when I get done with this part, is to, when I get enough currency, get the crit rate, crit damage. But as it stands right now, I don't think we're gonna have a problem whatsoever. It's just a way for me to show off my block team. Actually, what I should do is show off my crit team here. Is to go ahead and use crits, which would be my Wonder Woman, Green Arrow, Red Hood, Zatanna, and then we can pick up for a 5th. I'll do that. That'll be my next team that I use. I'll use my crit team. Plus, I need to develop my crit team more anyway. It's lacking. I did take Green Arrow rank 9, so there's a plus. All right. Boom. All right, so let's go ahead and get more digital currency. Let's go ahead and snatch you up. Order you. You're gonna give us a character that we don't need. I already have these two, so why not Flash? Even though I said I'm not gonna use any, I can't use this yet, right? No, I'm not gonna use any legendaries here. More and more faulty launchers up ahead. We can use digital control to move the position of the device on the digital conveyor belt. Oh, look at that. Convenient. Boom. So that goes over here, right? So now I can go there. Can I walk all the way over here? No. Now let me walk it down. All right, so backer cannot proceed. Win the battle to receive digital. Why can't I proceed? Where am I supposed to go? Did I go to the wrong spot? What? What happened? What? What are we doing? Oh, I got you. Now, should I use this to shoot Batgirl? What's going on? Oh, boy. I need to move it over there. I can't get past, I'm supposed to move this one, right? Right? Click the box in front of me. This one? This is not working. Nope. Whoop, 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 whoop. Dog. Why do I feel so dumb right now? I want to go ahead and click this thing because it's supposed to move it over here, right? But that's not working. Go to the left. All right, I'm going to the left. Oh, what? That wasn't, man. Okay. All right. So anyway, actually, this would go well with fighting my block team. But I said I was gonna go ahead and put my crit team in there. Okay. So we'll put you. Where's Green Arrow? Bet. We're gonna use Red Hood as a quasi tank here because he has revive. Then next, who else could I use for crit team? Actually, oh no, I said I wouldn't use any legendaries. Because I need to work on the Bride a little bit. I haven't been playing with her in a while. Mr. Terrific. The only benefit he has is like some heals, removing debuffs. We can't use his team synergy here. I mean, I guess we could, but who's the superpower being that's going to benefit from it? Let's see. Right now, we do want Agile going into these tactical, and then Wonder Woman will handle those two. Agile in the back. Okay. Someone just brought it to my attention. Wonder Woman is a legendary. Wonder Woman is a legendary. So we got to remove Wonder Woman. Man, that was so natural. I just let that Bride. I was just like, oh no, this is fine. That was so natural. Okay, who's gonna go up? I don't want to use Constantine without trying to use the Bride because I just want that experiment to go well. Pandora. I do need a Mighty. Let's go with Mighty. Oh, all my Mighty are legendaries. This is nuts. Batman I haven't used in a minute. Or Starfire. There's only pieces of a crit team, but Batman can do some damage. Alright, so we will put you in here. Why not? Seeing as how I am a Batman fan. Oh yeah, Spike just put up there, what about Batman? I don't have Deadshot developed at all runes. Not even a little bit. Oh no, idiot. Guys, pay attention. I put Green Arrow directly across from Black Canary, who put silence on the enemy across from her on the back row. So that means that now this battle is going to last longer because instead of using Green Arrow's AoE out of this gate, we're using Batman's ultimate and then Mr. Terrific's ultimate. So Green Arrow's going to have to wait. Silly me. I don't even think I have good gear on Batman right now. In fact, I'm pretty sure I don't. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Green Arrow. Delete, please. Got rid of a lot of them. So, be aware of that. Do as I say, not as I do. All right, here we go. You can for the tags if you want to filter, to a specific one. Okay. My Batman is a good bit underdeveloped. I have to be honest with that. He has been lacking. Let's go here. Shoot through myself. Do I get to fight you yet? Yes, okay. So here we want a lot of agile because look at all the tactical over there. Black Canary's here. She's gonna silence Zatanna. I'm not a fan of that. I would rather her silence Batman, I guess, because I want the frantic, and I'm okay with his. Plus, he's like, yeah. Okay, so we'll do this. Plus, he's also gonna have a weakness to them, so having the others go is better. So let's do that. Yep. But we do have our frantic up, so this should be nice. Okay. There you go. Black Canary is out of the paint. Now all we gotta do is take care of Batgirl, who is actually a real jerk to Huntress in what was it, No Man's Land? Batman No Man's Land. She was so mean. You have to do that to Huntress. Huntress just trying to take care of others. Anyway, so let us. I think the crit rate. I'm gonna increase the crit damage first over crit rate. I know I said I'll play this on hard mode, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna beat this regardless. Now I just want to have a little bit of fun. All right, let's see how much crit damage we get. Next, do I get to fight one of you two? Yes. Oh, it's getting a little bit harder. Look at that, 2 million. It's actually getting up there. Okay. I might end up regretting saying that I'm only gonna do this on with epics. That could be the deal. Still no superpower damage anyway. I will worry about that when I start to run Starfire. How about that? We'll do it that way. You can't move to an orange square till you turn the one in front of it. Oh yeah, you can't jump over a square. Yeah, that one I got. Chop chop. Stun. Okay. Oh, you're already about to kill Red Hood. Oh, you can't kill Red. Oh, I guess okay. So long as he's not gonna revive in time, that's fine. I can go ahead and revive him on that square that's way back in the back that revives everybody. But I'll wait. I'll just leave him out, and I'll build a different team around superpower epics. Harley Quinn is over here. Let's turn around and fight some Harley Quinn. All right, so if we're doing superpower damage for epics, first one, well, not even first, but add you. Oh, my lineup is full. Of course it is. Add you. Boop. Just a bunch of damage dealers and Mr. Terrific. This is gonna be fun. Guy Gardner can go in the front, I guess. Who do I want to hit first? I guess Constantine, followed by Jessica Cruz. All right, let's see how this goes. This should be fun. So now that we have, I think all 4 characters, maybe Guy Gardner, I have to double check, have 50 plus in terms of damage. 50% increased damage because they have superpower damage. Constantine's about to wipe these dudes. Yeah, and you guys know how I feel about using Constantine. He's good, it's just he's bad. I don't like the sacrifice mechanics, just being honest. Alright. Okay, so there's that. Wait, there's more coins over here? I didn't realize that. Okay, there's green arrow. So what I need to do here is move this over here so that it's reflected. This thing. I need to move you over here so I can shoot that gun. Bet. Okay. Now we come over here. We fight green arrow, I guess. So have to worry about those shields. I would love to put out bleeds, but I'm not using Deathstroke, so we're gonna stick to the superpower damage. A green, an agile with superpower damage would be nice. And I think Pandora does that. Plus she has heals. Or does she do physical damage? Nope, it's physical damage. My bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. Oh, I forgot about, well, I haven't developed her. I haven't looked at her in a long time. But she can hit like a truck. Alright, anyway, so let's just go ahead and run this. Oh, look. It wasn't an 8-minute video. Oh, boy. What's up, Amir? Been a minute. Haven't seen you in a minute. You come right as the stream is going to hopefully end. As we're doing Digital Universe. It is such a cloudy day. My green screen is like, no, we're not working today, homie. It's going to be fuzzy. Well, no, it didn't let me skip the... Oh, you mean skip like the other way. You mean skip like tick the box. No, I always get paranoid that somebody's going to die. No, I see what you mean, though. I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Like how I do for Elseworld, where I just tick the box and go skip. Should have done that more in the beginning. Now it's a little bit too late for that, in my view. All right, so we already did the crit damage. Let's just do the crit rate. All right, boop. Easy. Yeah, this is fine. Just because you stream when I wake up at 7 in the morning. Got you. Oh, so you're not that far off from me, Amir. Okay. Because right now it's 7:30, so, or 8:30 for me, so I guess it's like 7:30 for you. Okay. That wiped out a good portion. This is showing me, yeah, I know Constantine is good. I know. Still don't like him. And there you go, showing off his face. Get out of here. Okay, so. Oh, sorry, I gotta collect this first. And then this. Is that Killer Frost right there? Are they trolling? That is Killer Frost. They're trolling. They are 100% trolling. Okay, so here I'm going to run the same setup with Mr. Terrific. Any advice to give here is just I don't want Robin across from him. Because it's going to be a matchup problem. Because he's going to really take out Constantine. He's not going to hurt Starfire nearly as much. So. Oh, okay, you're in England. Land of the Brits. Gotcha. Gotcha. You and Bulik are both over there. I gotcha. I was on 5 pulls a day like I told you, and then Deathstroke dropped, and I got him first 10 pull. Congratulations, Riley. Congratulations. Happy for you. Happy for you. Glad that worked out. Alright, next. That's such a troll job to put Killer Frost as a thing that you can fight. Like, featured. Alright. The digital wormhole ahead. It may take us somewhere else unexpected. I detect digital launcher signal on the other end of the digital wormhole. Yeah, I'm sure you do. I wanted to finish this stuff first, though. Alright, here I just need a bunch of mighty damage dealers. Because they're going to wipe us out. They might wipe us out. Pacing myself paid off. It did. It did work out well for you. Guy Gardner's hit the hell out of Red Hood. Felt like an America's Funniest Home Videos movie for those of you who grew up in the 90s, where somebody got hit in the base with the baseball in a very sensitive area and then just went down to one knee. And it's usually a kid with a wiffle ball bat laughing. Oh boy! Oh! Starfire, what happened? Starfire, how dare you? We were counting on you. Anyway, truth be told, I probably should have run Starfire with Superboy to double up on that whole Superpower damage thing. Titanium. Okay, that felt a bit convoluted. All right, so we'll do this. Need a bunch of agile. It's getting to the point of where it is getting dark early. I think I need to have more agile on my squad. All right, here we go. No, we'll stick with that for now. He never gets around to his ultimate. We're always finished before his ultimate gets a chance to do anything. Yeah, that's the best. Okay. Mm. All right, come on, let's go. Wipe them out. Here we go. Here we go. Wipe them out. Good enough. Good enough. I do think I have enough shards to take Constantine rank 10. Oof. Oof. I don't know. I think I could take him like fully ranked 10. I think I have enough elite and enough rare shards to do it. If I don't get ooh, this might be a confession of things to come. If I do not get the shards for Zatanna, yeah, I've already done this, right? If I don't get the shards for Zatanna, I might very well take Constantine up a few ranks. Let's go through the wormhole. Andrew's screaming at me, it's worth it. I'm sure you're right. Kind of, maybe. Who knows? But I mean, their Lex is better than mine, but I like Cyborg more. He'd be more fun on the block team though, even though I'm not going to use them. I need to charge this thing up somehow, which means I need to go to this, fight you. Oh, we're at medium. Am I going to have to start worrying? Ooh, yeah, their team is stronger than mine. Okay, I did say no epics. Or I said no legendaries. So I guess we'll go back to... Oof. Maybe. That might have been a difficult thing for me to say. Alright, so we'll put Constantine back out there. I kind of want to keep Mr. Terrific as well to keep the superpower damage up for Constantine when he does his thing. I'm moving them over here to avoid the green arrow. The green arrow actually would probably be taken care of by Black Canary. I just don't have her in my level link at the moment. He's going to rain down on us. Let's see, Zatanna, where's she at? Let's get some more crit out there. And then I guess Batman can hit him a little bit, but that's not going to really go for us. So this could be a problem. Yeah, this could be a problem. Let's see. Maybe I need heals instead, but let's see how this goes first. Rumor has it that next season, Fire and Ice with the legendary Aquaman with epic Firestorm and Frost reworks of Bizarro and Mera, that's already confirmed. That's going to be in the next Brother Eye release. That was in the blog. The Fire and Ice aren't going to be the next legendaries. They talked about Firestorm and Killer Frost. There's been a lot of questions as to why they are in the game but not playable. And they said that coming up, at some point, they're going to make them playable, but they didn't confirm any time as to when. So I guess next year is a safe bet. But the Mera, Bizarro, Vixen, Critch Commando, reworks, buffs, whatever you want to call them, that's going to come out soon. Like whenever they do their next patch update is when those reworks come out. What's up, Jackson? Got to be the guy to do it with two hands tied behind your back. Yes, Rello. Yeah. That's what makes it fun. Me getting frustrated is what you laugh at. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see. Let's do this. I feel like We're gonna head over here real quick. Okay. Now let's see if that was useful. Oh yeah, I have to do it. Guy. Okay, I know what I have to do now. I need to now move you over here, which means I need to fight you somehow. All right, here we go. Yeah, I know. I don't even want to read this. This is a digital portal. The Scudder. Oh yeah, that is his last name. Created. It can be used to alter the direction of travel of any object. We can try using it to change the direction of the fire from the digital launcher I know. That's what I was trying to do. And then y'all interrupted me with your conversation. Lame. All right, here we go. About the same here, actually. Although he's gonna try to attack Constantine in the back, we're gonna move you. I'm still just resistant to using my block team just yet. They're coming up. We're gonna use them, but not just yet. Why not? She's gonna fall, but that's okay. We'll get her to go up front because we already know what the business is. All right, fight. Batman was supposed to be a legendary, and Harley Quinn was supposed to be an epic. They should have been. They should have been. They can still do it. They won't do it. They're gonna just add new characters. I'm positive. I'm stuck at 2715. Which one is 2715? It's funny. I found your streams about a few months ago. I've seen you stream on DC Legends. I had videos on DC Legends. I never streamed on DC Legends, but I did have a lot of videos. But thanks for joining. I appreciate you. Oh wow, that was fast. What happened? Uh oh. Who got a buff? So the buffs are going to be Mara, Vixen, Bizarro, and they put creature commandos, which is a very general way of saying that. I don't know if they mean like. Someone said that it does include the bride, that she's also going to get a buff. But I'm so corny that I still have DC Legends downloaded on my phone. I never uninstalled it. I know it. Dude, okay. You want to say, and I've shown people this already, but since we're commiserating over DCL, I'll tell you this. From the calculations activating it, not this, I'm going to tell you something else. From the calculations, activating it will require help from the digital launcher or the blah. Yeah, sure, we need to do this thing, which means that I need to get over here and move this thing over here. I know. Let me do it. Basically, for DC Legends, I have like a 30-minute video, maybe even longer. It's 2 videos I had to make. Screenshots of me taking each of my characters from DC Legends, going like cycling through their skin so I can see whatever skin was, and then putting them in my favorite skin and putting them to sleep. I still have that video. I haven't released it. I think I showed it on a stream once very quickly. But yeah, so if you're talking about like cheesy, corny stuff, I think I got you beat, dog. That was the only reason I was able to uninstall the game, because of me doing that. Yep. I'm a weirdo. Okay, so we're gonna put green arrow in. I'm tempted to just go with my block team and say let's just make this work. All right, so let's just go ahead and put the block team in now with Kid Flash. Where's Ocean Master? There he is. I need Bloodsport. Bet, and now since I can't use Peacemaker, I will use Zatanna. Cool. And let's see if I can just basically work through all of this fast as hell. Let's see. Go. Even Supergirl is rumored to get a buff for the Freeze team. I heard something about Supergirl too. That one I didn't read anything. That was a rumor. The other buffs, that's in a blog that they put out like a month ago. But I did hear something about Supergirl getting a buff. Can't even remember where that was from. BT Dubs, the artifact Vial of Blood can trigger Bride's passive friendly fire. Oh, I didn't know that. If you don't want Constantine to trigger it. Yeah, but the thing is that when Constantine triggers it, friendly fire, it depends, because I think it happens once. Constantine is triggering her friendly fire like every time somebody takes a turn. Right, I meant the video is true in the midst of the game. I hope DC Collides uses their A. We just had a talk about the problems with DC Worlds Collide. I'm hoping that they straighten that up though, because I want the game to be around for a minute. Even though, well, I mean, I'm not. I lost motivation because of what's happened recently, not because of the game itself. So let's just be real on that one. All right. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and move this over. Jew, come on. There we go. Now we go back to the wormhole, I guess. Because then we're going to shoot here. Okay. Let's go ahead and fight Zatanna so we can get our... Everybody lived, right? Yeah, nobody should have died from that last one. Okay. I remember the hype when Rebirth came out and you could finally swap back to non-legendary versions of skins. Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that very vividly. Very vividly. That was fun. I remember even saying that I was not gonna do Rebirth. I remember saying like that's just another. I was gonna like just not do Rebirth at all. I was gonna keep my characters pre-Rebirth. I remember that. I remember being adamant about that, and then I broke. Of course, I broke. I think I will get the throne today. Oh, the throne is big. I like the throne a lot. The only issue I have with the reinforcements is it having to be like a certain level before you can unlock them, but the throne was good. I like the throne a lot. Okay. So this video that I thought was going to be, Relo told me it took 8 minutes. Now I know what he's going to say. Yeah, if you just skip all the battles. Well, I mean... okay. Getting that stuff. But I think we're coming towards the end because this is going to be 15. And my block team is doing the business. Yep, see... You didn't have to put Childish Gambino on there. This is America. It's in the chat, guys. Anyway, but that would be cool, Damon. I'm waiting for and they're gonna do it if the game is around that long. They're gonna do Joker as a legendary. They're gonna release a second Batman. He's gonna be legendary, and they're probably gonna release a Harley Quinn as a legendary or an epic. In fact, smart money would be take the old school Harley Quinn skin, then Joker. I'm trying to think of who would be the third person in that group of Joker and Harley Quinn. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. If we're building a 3-piece team like they do in this game, Justice Gang was Superman DCU, Guy Gardner, Mr. Terrific. 11th Street Kids are Peacemaker, Vigilante, and Judo Master. If we're doing Joker as a legendary and Harley Quinn as the epic / she holds the team synergy, who is the third character in that Joker trio that you put in? Who is that third character? Comment below, let me know what you think. If you made it this far, you're a real one. Oh boy, okay. All right, so now I got everything from over here. I got 3 chests that I need to get back to. I cannot proceed because I gotta go here. Riddler as part of the Joker trio? I don't know. I'm not saying no, I'm saying I don't know. Penguin did have dealings with See, I was thinking more of like, what was the name of the guy who fell in love with Harley Quinn? Batman animated adventures. And he was like the Joker but crazier. What was that guy's name? Punchline would be good. Good shout, Amir. Punchline would be a good one. Who was did we fight everybody already? Are we done? I think we're done. There was another one, and he was called. He had like a fur scarf on. What was his name? He had yellow skin. The Prowler. Was his name the Prowler? Something like that. So we've completed it. We're done. So thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, subscribe and dislike. I'm okay with that as well. Comment section. If they were gonna do Joker, Legendary, Harley Quinn, Epic, because here's the thing: if you did Harley Quinn as the Legendary, you could legitimately do Harley Quinn as the Legendary, Poison Ivy as the Epic that holds the team synergy, and then pick somebody from the Harley Quinn cartoon. You could pick like Clayface from there. You could do the Creeper. The Creeper. But I don't know if the Creeper is famous enough. I think Punchline might be a better one. What Amir said might be the better one. It was the Creeper though. Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, and then let's say Clayface would be the other Epic in that, right? If Harley Quinn was the Legendary. But if we're doing old school 90s, you have Joker as the Legendary. You have Harley Quinn as the Epic with the team synergy. Who would be the third? Anyway, let's go ahead and see if I can get me some Zatanna. This video is definitely long enough. Let me see if I can get Zatanna. We're going to try to pull for it now. Never my luck. No, my luck lately. Let's put it that way. So we have only 8. I thought we had more than that. So let's go ahead and buy 2 more. So we have the full 10. We're going to pull once. Oh, nope, went to the wrong thing. So let's buy 2 of these. We're going to pull 10. I don't think I'm getting there. And I do have another 10 to the guaranteed Epic after this. So the Creeper's kind of obscure. That's what I mean. But that's all the more reason to shine the light on him. That's what I mean. He's a little bit... People aren't going to know the Creeper. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, that was a terrible... I got 1 rare and 1 elite, and I got 8 uncommon. Y'all hate me. Y'all hate me for real. That was absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. Do I have 160 of his? I mean, we're not going to do it. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. See you next time. That was a horrible set of pulls. 8 uncommons. Go to hell. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, I'm playing Kaiju number 8 now. I'm done with this. It was terrible, man. That was terrible. That was terrible. All right, so guys, thank you so much for joining. I'm seeing the Joker would be in a debuff team. I would say poisons and bleeds for the Joker. That's what I would see. I'm not getting my desired epic this week. I didn't get mine last week. I've got a lot of epics, but I'm not getting the desired. Yeah, exactly. I didn't get mine last week. Harley Quinn's team up would be the beat the out of ally punchline to do good things to allies. That's the thing too, because Harley Quinn don't like punchline. I think that does want to silence you with that pull. Yeah, because you've seen me. I talk. Me getting 8 uncommons, that's gonna make me feel better. No. Anyway, so I'm not sure what class the Joker would be, DPS or support. He should definitely drop tons of debuffs. He should be support, because Joker was never a fighter anyway. He was always like in the background doing stuff. He should be a support. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow.